Here's the latest bracketology for Division I men's basketball. And I'm going to go over the 1 through 4 seeds as well as the last 4 byes to the next 4 out. In terms of their quality game schedule. The 1 seeds would be Alabama, Houston, Purdue, Kansas. The 2 seeds would be Arizona, Baylor, Texas, UCLA. The 3 seeds would be Virginia, Kansas State, Tennessee, Iowa State. The 4 seeds would be Xavier, Gonzaga, Marquette, and Indiana. Now for the bubble teams. The last 4 byes. First one up is Memphis. The only quality game they have left is Houston, and they already lost to them, but it was on the road. Granted. Next up is, that's besides the conference tournaments for all these teams here, Boise State. They have New Mexico, San Diego State, and not Utah State. The only reason why I mention Utah State is because they're on this list. Oklahoma State is next. They have Kansas State, Baylor, at Texas Tech. I would not have not mentioned Texas Tech, but they're on the list now. West Virginia, who just crushed Oklahoma State last night. They have at Kansas, at Iowa State, and Kansas State. Yeah, they have never won in Kansas. At Kansas ever. Maybe this is the year to do it, just to for sure they're in, but I don't know about that. We'll have to wait and see on the other 2 games there. I would say win your home game against Kansas State. You gotta win 1 game in the Big 12 tournament. Though, if you get a road win, that would help yourself for sure. Last 4 in. Nevada's first on the list. Unfortunately for them, there's no quality games left on the schedule, just the Mountain West Conference tournament. When that, of course, you're in. You just can't have bad losses in that. Mississippi State, at Missouri, and Texas A&M. USC, Arizona, Arizona State. The only reason why I'm mentioning Arizona State now is because they're on this list. Wisconsin, Iowa, and Purdue. Now, the first 4 out. It was preseason number 1, North Carolina. You would have never thought early on in the year that they would be on this list. Well, they are. They're the first one out. They have Virginia and Duke. Charleston's on this list. Unfortunately for them, it's nothing except the Colonial Athletic Association tournament. New Mexico's on this list at Boise State and San Diego State. Now, Utah State's on this list. They have Boise State. Now, the next 4 out, Oregon. Unfortunately for them, you just can't have a bad loss. And there's a Pac-12 tournament. Arizona State, at Arizona, at UCLA, at USC. Texas Tech, TCU, at Kansas, and Oklahoma State. Even if Texas Tech does hold serve at home, even if they do, I don't know if it's good enough to be in, because you got to look at the non-conference. It wasn't that great. It really wasn't. When you look at it, Penn State, Rutgers, Northwestern, and Maryland. Obviously, I didn't include every game on this list for all these teams, including, they should be wins, in theory, but you never know. You can't have bad losses at this stretch in the game. That's the only way you're going to get in. Or honestly, if you're like a last 4 in, you're playing against somebody on the next 4 out, you don't really want to lose those games. You just don't really want to. You want to ensure yourself. You got to win your conference tournament in order to be in. Now, the problem for Texas Tech is, like I said, strength of schedule is just terrible in the non-conference. And I'm being honest about it. Even if they go, the problem for them is, even if they're going to probably be on the bottom 4 teams in the Big 12, most likely they would have to win 4 games in 4 days, and nobody's ever done that in the Big 12. They're for sure going to the NIT. It's a matter of will they get in the NCAA tournament. And as of right now, the Big 12 would have 8 teams, Big 10 with 9, SEC with 8, ACC with 8, Big East with 5, Mountain West with 3, Pac-12 with 3, West Coast Conference 2, the American 2. Though it doesn't include other conferences like the one big leagues and all that. It doesn't, I know, but that's just a notable thing. Anyways, if you like this content, like and subscribe, and see you guys later. 5 subscribers, we're on the road to it. Let's go.